In this video, I will show you how to create a perfect, consistent character that looks the exact same in every single one of your videos and images, and all you need is just one photo. So for example, here's my base image of my influencer. And now I have created her a trip to Finland where she is visiting and taking some pictures and videos along the way. And as you can see, in every single one of these videos and images, she looks the exact same as she looks in the original photo. And now the only realistic way for you to create consistent characters like this is by using an AI workflow builder that allows you to do everything in one place like this. So you don't need many subscriptions or different tabs or chat-based editors where you pray for consistency and never get good results. What you can do is you can just build it all here in one place. And now I have some wonderful news for you. So first and foremost, if you're using Weavy AI to do this, you can actually try it for entirely free. So you can create pictures and even some videos for free. But better yet, I have also left a direct link to this specific AI character workflow that I have built for you and that I will walk you through in this video. So if you just want to clone it, if you just want to start to mess around with it and create your own consistent character influencer, feel free to do so with the link in the description. Just clone it and you'll get it from there. Now, in this video, I will show you how these workflow builders work and how I built this workflow and what it does and why it actually works. So let's get started. And now, just in case you're new to the idea of these AI workflow builders, let me very briefly demonstrate to you what these are all about, because these nodes and connections might look a bit intimidating at first. So first and foremost, if you want to use one of these workflow builders, I recommend using either Weavy AI or FreeBigSpaces. I think both are very good. I've made a separate comparison video, but for this one, we're going to use Weavy AI. And to start using, just sign up with my link below and click on create a new file. And then here, the idea is that you will get this kind of an empty infinite canvas where you can just start to drag and drop nodes. And just an example, we can drop a prompt node into the view and we can say something like create an image of a frog. And now, since this is a workflow builder, what we need to do next is we need to connect this prompt with, for example, an image generator node. Very similarly, we could just turn this into a video. So we could say, create a video of a dog and then connect this with a video generator. But you get the point here. So you have a prompt node, then you have an image generator node, and then you can just hit run model. And in just a few seconds, we're going to see a result. And there is your photo. And now the power of a tool like this, where you can create these workflows, is that instead of having to work on separate tabs or separate windows or subscriptions, everything takes place here in one place. So you can use any one of these image generator models you have available on the market, and the same goes with videos. And now this is quite different when comparing to, for example, OpenArt or Higgsfield, where you have these discontinuous workflows. So for example, if you create an image using OpenArt, you can still access all these different models over here. But the problem is that if you now want to turn, for example, this image into a video, you need to go here to the video tab, and then you need to set everything up over here. And there's no continuous scalable workflow, and it loses consistency because the AI has no idea what you have done in the past. But here, if you build these workflows, it all takes place in one continuous, consistent and scalable workflow. So it all happens here at once. And for example, now if we go here and we want to turn this frog into a video, we can do so, for example, by searching for grok, and let's do grok imagine video. Let's drop it here on the side. I will connect this photo over there. And then we can create another prompt node. We can say create a video of a dog. We can connect the prompt with this, and then we'll just hit run model. And there we go. Here is our video. So now that you have a basic understanding of what these AI workflow builders are and why they are so powerful, let us move on to the actually interesting part of the video, that is this AI consistent character workflow. And just an example, here I have created a Gen Z woman influencer, and I have created a trip for her where she is visiting in Finland, and she has taken a couple of images as well as some videos on the trip and sharing those in social media. Now that is the whole idea here. And now, as you can see, I have split this workflow into a couple of sections. So first I am creating the character. Then I have also created some outfits for her that I can use along the way. Then I have created the in-airplane selfie. I have also created the just landed selfie and video from the airport. Then I have also placed her at a lakeside beach here in Finland, and then also going out in the evening and also doing some training sessions during the day. So that is the high-level overview of what I'm about to show you how I've done today. But now let's get started here in the character creation section. So here you can see that I have just dragged and dropped a prompt node into the view where I just describe the character as accurately as possible. So a Gen Z woman, 23 years old, long, slightly wavy dark brown hair, middle part wearing oversized hoodie and loose jeans, small hoop earrings and whatnot. I'm not gonna read this entire thing out loud. So basically an accurate description. Then I have also added some keywords with which I make the image look more realistic. So this does not have a plastic looking face or something like that. That is a common problem with AI images. And then I have also isolated the influencer so that this is kind of like the base picture over here. So this is what she'll look like. And by the way, if you don't know how to describe your influencer this accurately, worry not, because you can actually just drag and drop any LLM node here into the view and you can literally describe what you want to do. So for example, I'd suggest saying something like, I want to create an influencer that does look like a normal human being and that does not have those AI artifacts. So I will just create a prompt that way. Then here I have given it another prompt. So there's another prompt node where I'm just telling the AI to create a side profile picture of my influencer. And in a very similar fashion, I have given it some keywords to make it look realistic. And here is the result. And as you can see, once again, no issues that these AI models commonly have. So you have some small artifacts on the skin. It doesn't look plasticky. It looks like a real human. And at least I don't really know how you could even tell that this is not a real person, that this is all AI. But now that being said, our character is already there. So there's the base picture and then a close-up face picture from the side just to make it consistent. Then I've also created some outfits for her. So here's the garderobe section. I'm not going to go through these too deeply because this is very basic stuff. So I have added a prompt node with which I create an image. So here's, for example, the relaxing at home fit. We have the casual outfit, going out outfit, then the sports fit, and then also beach fit. And actually, this one is going to cause us some problems in the future, as you can probably already imagine, because these AI models are so sensitive. So I did not end up using this at all. But let us now move on to the interesting part, that is using this AI character. In every single one of these scenes or images or videos, whatever I'm about to create, I need to use these references that I created. So in every single one of these, I'm going to use this basic photo or this base photo of the influencer, as well as this close-up face photo, as well as one of these outfits. And then also in some of these, I have created some separate background images as well. For example, here I have created the in-airplane shot. So here I just want to create this kind of a photo where she is letting her friends know or social media know that she is now traveling. So this is the kind of a good old airplane selfie with a passport and the boarding pass on. I'm just telling the AI that the same exact person as reference image. And now this keyword reference image is important because, as I said, I have now connected this photo over there to this image generator, as well as this one, so that the AI just knows what it's supposed to look like. And as you can see, I'm just telling what I want. So holding a closed passport, an airplane ticket near her face, and then just for good measure, I'm also describing the outlook of the person, although this part is pretty unnecessary because the AI should be able to deduce that from these base pictures that I'm adding here as a reference. And as a result, I get a really nice looking, a realistic looking picture like this. And now that you get the idea, there's no need to read these prompts out loud or go through these too deeply. But what I'm about to also show you is how I turned these images into videos. So very similar to how I created the airplane picture. I've also created the same exact person as a reference image in the airport after the plane has landed. So here she is, and she's dragging this piece of luggage and looking happy, which is pretty much exactly what I wanted here in the prompt. But now in this section, here's the interesting part. So now I have taken this starting frame or this image, and I'm going to use this as a starting frame in one of our videos. So here I have created another prompt node where I tell this person walking in the airport, happily telling she has just landed to Finland to start her 7-day trip. I have then also connected this photo, and I have dragged and dropped a Grok video generator model over here, and I have hit run model over here, and as a result I got a really cool looking video like this.
Hi everyone, I just landed in Finland for my first trip here. I'm starting a 7-day adventure, and I'll share tips and experiences. Stay tuned for more updates.
And now here are the two issues I have with this video. Well, first of all, as you can hear, some of the words don't really make that much sense. Well, you can easily fix that by creating this once or twice, maybe 3 times. At least one of those should work out very well. But also, there's no background noise anywhere, so you cannot really tell if you didn't watch the video that, okay, we're at the airport. It feels like they are in a studio or something. So to fix that, unfortunately, there's no other way than just by downloading an audio sample, for example, from Pixabay, where you can find these free audio clips from, for example, airports, and then just use a free video editor and drag this video into the timeline, and then add the audio clip below the video in the timeline, and then just export. So that is very easy to do. You can do it probably online. I'm using iMovie. You can use any free tool to that, and then you'll get a much better result like this.
Hi everyone, I just landed in Finland for my first trip here. I'm starting a 7-day adventure, and I'll share tips and experiences. Stay tuned for more updates.
So as you can see and hear, that sounds and feels way more natural and organic and authentic, because now there's also the airport background noise. And now in a very similar fashion, I have created a video of this person going out. So once again, I'm just telling the AI to create an image where this person has taken a selfie, and this time I'm using her going out attire. So I have connected this. As you can see from here, the connection line goes all the way to this image generator, and I have also connected the base image and the close-up face image of the influencer over here, and then I have created this kind of a picture based on the description of what it looks like here in Finland during summer nights. And in a very similar fashion, with a very short prompt, I have turned that one into a video that looks like this.
So refreshing. Look at this beautiful view.
But now then we get to the funny part, and I did not find a workaround here in Weavy AI, sadly, but I tried to place my influencer to a lakeside beach to do some sunbathing, and lo and behold, I should have known this in advance, but obviously the AI would not allow me to create an image of this person wearing a bikini. Wow, what a surprise. So yeah, that is totally super sensitive stuff, so no wonder this AI model doesn't want you to do that. Well, whatever the case, I still ended up creating this picture, but this time I'm just telling the influencer to wear this kind of a relaxing at home fit, as people do here in Finland in beaches when it's 30 degrees Celsius. So that's just something to keep in mind. So these sensitivity filters can be very strict, and it might sometimes cause some issues for apparently pretty random reasons. And then in a very similar style to as I created these airplane and airport pictures and the going out pictures, I have also made a picture where I make my influencer do some training. So I have created this picture of a gym ashore, and then I have just told the AI to add my influencer into a setup like this and look like she's doing some training. And that is pretty much it when it comes to this AI influencer workflow. So now everything takes place here in one place. And as I said, if I now wanted, I could just select all these nodes and click Run Selected, and it would create everything from scratch with an entirely different looking influencer, and all these scenes and videos and everything would be ready for me in just a couple of minutes. So please feel free to access this AI consistent character workflow in the description of the video. And as I said, you can actually get started for free, so you can even create some of these photos even with a leading technology for entirely free before you commit to a paid plan if you fall in love with it. But thank you so much for watching this one. I hope to see you in the next one.